With a $500 price gap between them, these two laptops hide a difference you'll notice long before you check the specs. Blade uses the AMD Ryzen AI9 365, while TUF Gaming has the Ryzen 7 260, and Blade offers 10 cores versus 8. Blade's lower 2.0 GHz base frequency is offset by its stronger real-world performance in demanding tasks like editing or coding. Both use a 4nm process, but that technical similarity won't affect your daily experience compared to the other differences. Every benchmark here favors Blade, and the multi-core tests show the widest margin. Blade gives you a GeForce RTX 5060, while TUF Gaming uses the RTX 5050. Both are dedicated GPUs. You get 8 GB of VRAM either way, so that won't affect your gaming or creative work. Blade's 18.4 teraflops means more headroom for demanding games and creative apps compared to TUF Gaming's 14.9. A 14-inch OLED gives you richer contrast and deeper blacks, but a 16-inch IPS LCD means more screen space for multitasking. Blade's 2880 by 1800 resolution is sharper than TUF Gaming's 1920 by 1200, so photos and text look more detailed. TUF Gaming's 144Hz refresh rate is higher than Blade's 120Hz, which makes fast-moving content feel smoother throughout your day. Blade offers 450 nits of brightness, making outdoor or sunlit room use much more comfortable than TUF Gaming's 300 nits. Neither model has a touchscreen, so your interaction stays traditional regardless of which you pick. Blade supports HDR10, while TUF Gaming does not, so movies and games can look more vivid and lifelike on Blade. Both use a matte coating, but Blade's 243 pixels per inch screen is much sharper than TUF Gaming's 142 pixels per inch, making text and images clearer. With a 90 watt-hour battery and faster 240 watt charging, TUF Gaming aims to keep you unplugged longer. Both models use USB-C charging, so your existing cables and chargers can stay in your bag. That extra battery headroom means you can work or game farther from an outlet without worrying about running out. Blade gives you 16 GB of RAM as standard, double the TUF Gaming's 8 GB at this price, so you can keep more apps open without slowdowns. Blade uses LPDDR5X while TUF Gaming has DDR5. In daily use, this technical difference won't change your experience. You can't upgrade Blade's memory after purchase, but TUF Gaming lets you add more later if your needs grow. You get 1 TB of storage as standard, double what TUF Gaming includes at this price, so you can keep more games and files on hand before needing to clear space. Both use M.2 SSDs with NVMe, and both let you upgrade storage later if your needs grow. That means the experience of expanding or swapping drives is essentially the same on either laptop. Blade is lighter at 1.63 kilograms and slimmer at 16.2 millimeters, making it easier to slip into a bag. Both use aluminum, so you get a sturdy feel no matter which you choose. If you want something that feels less bulky and more comfortable to carry, Blade changes how portable your setup feels. Wi-Fi 7 on Blade and Wi-Fi 6E on TUF Gaming both get you fast wireless, but the difference is unlikely to change your experience. Bluetooth 5.4 on Blade and 5.3 on TUF Gaming are so close you won't notice a practical gap. Both offer 2 USB 4.0 ports, no Thunderbolt, and an audio jack, so your usual accessories work without extra adapters. Blade stands out for future-proofing with Wi-Fi 7, which could matter if you upgrade your router later. Both offer backlit island keyboards, but TUF Gaming gives you 1.7 millimeters of key travel instead of 1 millimeter. That extra depth means your fingers get more feedback, which can reduce fatigue over long writing sessions. TUF Gaming also includes a numpad, so entering numbers is faster and more comfortable if you do that often. Webcam and fingerprint support are identical, so you won't notice a difference there. You get just one CPU option with the Blade, but TUF Gaming gives you 4, so you can tailor performance to your needs. For RAM, the Blade offers 16 GB, 32 GB, or 64 GB, while TUF Gaming adds an 8 GB tier. And for storage, Blade gives you 1 TB, 2 TB, or 4 TB, but TUF Gaming includes 512 GB, 1 TB, or 4 TB, so you have more flexibility to match your budget or workload. at $1,799 versus $1,299. That's a $500 difference between them. The blade costs more for stronger performance, more storage, and better memory, but TUF Gaming takes the win here on price alone. The blade comes in black or gray, the TUF Gaming in gray. Both prices are listed in the description below. Blade is for buyers who demand top-tier performance, graphics, and a sharp, bright OLED panel in a compact, premium chassis, and who want plenty of memory and storage right out of the box. If you care most about battery life, a larger screen, or a lower price, look elsewhere. The real hesitation: you pay $500 more and give up battery life. TUF Gaming is for buyers who want a big, sharp 16-inch IPS LCD with more CPU, RAM, and storage configuration choices, plus excellent battery life for the price. Skip it if you demand the fastest performance, highest RAM, or the most premium design. The main hesitation: it ships with just 8 GB of RAM at this price, which limits heavy multitasking. Which would you pick, the Blade or the TUF Gaming, and why? Drop a comment, like the video, and subscribe to Computer Matrix for more honest laptop comparisons.